shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
Yeah, want to praise you guys. Thank God for you guys doing what you're doing. And I had a couple of questions for you if you had a moment.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
The first one, since you've had, your Goldwing, a couple of them for a while, I bought mine probably 6 months ago.
Okay.
I changed the tires on it, and I ended up putting some Shinko tires on. It seems like I'm getting a hump or a vibration, especially around 60 miles an hour. And everybody telling me the tires, they told me it was probably the steering head bearings. I had those checked, and the guy said he don't think it's those.
Right.
But do the tires make that big of a difference when they only have maybe 1,000 miles on?
Let me ask you this question. What was your deciding factor to go with Shinkos? What made you want to go with those on your Goldwing?
Actually, when I went to the dealer, that was the only thing they had in stock.
Okay.
And when I bought it, the tires on it was dry rotted and so forth.
Okay.
So he said I got these.
Okay.
But they only have maybe 2,000, 1,500 miles on it, if that.
Okay. Now, was you experiencing when you first put the tires on there, or just like after a certain amount of miles, you start getting this lumpy feeling?
Well, and that's the thing. I don't, the bike was so new. I was like,
You're going.
I didn't really notice it. I didn't really notice it because I was coming off of a boulevard.
You're going in and out. Jeff. I think we got a bad connection. That was Jeff. He was calling from Atlanta. And hopefully he'll call back in here in a moment, or we'll try to return his call and see what kind of problems he was having with his tires. He said he went with some Shinkos. Now, I've heard of Shinkos. I don't have any experience with them on a Honda Goldwing. That's why I was curious what made him decide to go with Shinkos. Let's get back on the line. Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. Yeah, can you hear us now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I hear you.
I hear you loud and clear now. I think we had a bad connection. But you were saying now, were you experiencing that feeling at first when you put the tires in there, or after a few hundred miles, you start getting that feeling?
Yeah, and I really started noticing it because, once again, it's a new bike to me. And then, you start noticing all the little quirks and,
right.
Everything about the bike after you've ridden it for a while. But I'm just wondering, should I just go ahead and take those tires off, even though they have plenty of tread left? And, just...
Let me make sure I follow you. What year ago when you said it was again?
It's a 2002 GL 1800. Yes,
so
sir.
How many miles on it?
It's about 16,000 miles on it.
Yeah. So now tell me again exactly what you're feeling when you're feeling it. Run it by me one more time.
Actually, when I'm I had the cruise control on one time, and I was doing about 60 miles an hour. So
okay.
I reached down to take my glove off so I can touch my phone. I know you're not supposed to ride with no hands,
right.
But I noticed violent vibration at around 60 miles an hour.
So you're experiencing vibration as when you're taking your hands off the handlebars, but as long as your hands on the handlebars, you can't notice it.
Right. It's pretty much smooth. And if I'm doing I'm sorry.
Go ahead. If you're doing what now?
If I'm doing just a parking lot maneuver, a slow maneuvering.
Okay.
If I turn the bike to the right or to the left, it feels like it's bouncing, humping. So right. When I'm really turning to the right and so forth. So.
Right. Well, let me tell you what that could be, because you're kind of chasing a gremlin. Your stem head bearings may need to be checked.
Okay.
Make sure that they have the right torque on them. I recommend just changing out the stem head bearings to some all balls. That way you take that equation, you take that problem out of the equation. You follow me? So if it was my bike, and I've had to do it to my GL 1800, my bike is a 2016, and I've had to do it. I would change out the stem neck bearings. Are you planning on keeping the bike for a while?
Actually, I'm trying to find a little newer one because most of the dealerships around here, they won't work on anything this old, you know, and right now I'm not at the point where I feel comfortable, you know, doing my own maintenance, even though I can turn wrenches and stuff.
Well, that's a reliable bike, so you're not going to really have any problems out of it for them to not want to work on it. But other than routine maintenance like oil change the fluids and things like that, they should want to do that on that bike. That's not, you know, that's an 02. It's not saying like a 1980. But anyway,
right.
I would recommend changing out the stem head bearings. That would be one of the things that I would do. And the second thing I would do, I would change out those tires.
Okay.
And the third thing I would do is probably put me some centromatic wheel balances on there. That's what I would do. Now, you may do one of those and then may correct your problem. You may put some centromatic wheel balances on there and that may correct your problem. Or you may change out the tires and just get them balanced regularly and that may change out your problem. It may fix your problem. Or you may change your stem neck bearings or get them torqued down. That may change out. That may fix your problem. But if it was my bike, all those three things would happen. Now, would it happen all at one time? Preferably. But all those three things would have to happen. I would address the stem neck bearings because Honda didn't use the best bearings in the Goldwings. Okay, after about 20,000 miles or so, you may start getting that wobble. Okay, but also if your tires are out of balance, you can get a wobble. And also if you bad tires could also give you a wobble. So if it was my bike, once again, I would change out the stem neck bearings. I would put me some centromatics on there, and I would put me some new tires on there. That's what I would do. Now it would be expensive, and you're talking depending on your tires. It depends on how you want to go about doing your tires. Your centromatics, you could probably spend a couple $100 easily, $250 maybe. I hadn't priced them in a while.
Right.
And then you're talking stem neck bearings. That could be anywhere from. You say you in Atlanta?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That could be $500-600. So you can easily be out of. You could easily be out of a couple $1,000s.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's ways to get around those costs if you know how to do some things yourself. But if you just walked into the dealership and say, "Hey, put me some OEM tires on here," you could be out of $600 easy, $500-600, and you could be out of the same price doing a stem neck bearing. Now you're over $1,000, and then you're looking at your centromatics, which is another $3. So you could be out of $1,500 easily, but that will take care of your problem.
Okay.
Like I said, one of those may fix your problem, but if it was my bike, all three things would have to happen for me.
Okay. Now, so the OEM tires, which ones do you prefer? Because it says Bridgestone or Dunlop in the book.
You know what I run. You could go with the Bridgestone. I think it's G704, G709.
Okay.
You can just go with the OEM Honda front wheel and back wheel. Those tires that they put on the Goldwing. And after about 10,000 miles, you'll need to be putting on another pair, but you can go with those.
I got it.
You follow me? So it depends on, it just depends on how much money you want to spend and what route you want to take. I don't know if you're interested in dark side or if you just want to get some OEM tires. So if you're going to go with some OEM tires, you can either go with the Dunlop E4s or you can go with the Bridgestone G704, G705. Right. Or if you want to ride for a long time, you can go with a car tire and a BT46 on the front. So it just depends on the route you want to take as far as your tires is concerned.
With going dark side, does that change the way it handles? I mean, for a new Goldwing rider, would I be like, hey, forget this, it's too squirrely, or I mean, because right now it feels good, you know, because I guess it's got car tires. I mean, the motorcycle tires on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the right way. You can just go back with the OEM tires.
Okay. Okay.
You know, but you know, again, I can't decide that for you. You know, I can't say, you know, one way or the other. You have to be the one to make that decision.
I got
For me, I know what my decision is, but I mean, you know, what works for me may not work for you.
I understand.
Everybody that I pretty much know that switched over, they don't want to go back to regular tires. But I mean, you know, some guys are an exception to the rule. But you know, as far as the motorcycle manufacturer, they're gonna tell you go back with motorcycle tires.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But you're gonna once you do that, you'll be in there the following year buying new tires.
Yeah. That's what they want.
And after about 2 or 3 sets, you're gonna say, well, wait a minute, you know, this is starting to get costly. So,
amen.
You know, being a new rider, it wouldn't hurt to go back with the OEM tires. I mean, you have to decide on what you would like to do for your bike. I can't make that decision for you.
So, are the dark side tires, are they on any of your videos, or do you know those offhand once again?
Yeah, you could go to my channel. I got, you know, a bunch of videos on that.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'll do that. And how do one hook up with you guys? You know what route you taking, or
say that again. I couldn't hardly hear you. Run it again.
How does one find you guys when you're out, you know, doing your trips and stuff like that? You put it on, you post it, or you know, hey, or just everything spur of the moment?
No, I don't generally put it out publicly.
Okay, got it.
You know, I just ride with, you know, the guys that
I understand.
We'll take certain trips.
Right.
But you can always text me if you think you want to get with us. You know, send me your info, and you know, I can get back with you on it.
Okay, good.
What type of riding you looking to do? Long distance riding? Some guys want to go wing and ride up to the store and back. You know.
Well,
I know some guys that got a Goldwing, man. They'll put 50 miles on it and go back home.
Oh my goodness!
You know, to me, that's a motorcycle owner.
Right.
You got some guys out there that they buy a Goldwing and they don't ride it. So you know, the guys I ride with, we ride. You know, as today I would probably have done about 500 miles today. So I mean, you know, I'm a different kind of rider.
Yes, yeah.
Some guys, you know, they like the fact of owning a Goldwing. They like to look at it and take the photos standing next to the Goldwing. But if you try to take them out on a long distance ride or across state lines, then they'll well, I can't do that.
Right. I understand.
You know, it depends on the type of rider that, you know, you are, or the type of rider you think you want to be. You know, every rider is different. I know some guys that ride from sun up to sundown. I know some guys that, hey man, I don't ride, and you know, I'm a fair weather rider, so you know.
Right.
You being a new rider, well, I mean, what type of rider do you think you?
Well, I'm actually
you're a weekend warrior, or you know. There's different types of riders.
Right.
You know,
I'm right now I am doing the weekend thing, but I'm looking forward to retiring in a few months, so I have more time, and you know won't be on any time restriction.
Yeah.
But the reason I bought the Goldwing because I was on that C90 Boulevard, like I said, and we had ridden from Alabama to Montgomery, and that seat just tore me up. But dude was on the Goldwing. He didn't stretch when he got off or anything like that. And that's about 2.5 hour ride that we rode.
Right.
And I was like, well, that's where I need to be. But then when I bought the Goldwing, I'm like 6'2", and it seems like I cramp in my hips.
Right.
So I don't know if it's something that I need to change. I got a backrest on there. I got the highway pegs. But I know that a couple of other big guys like Slappy, I follow him too, and he's like 6'4", and you know much heavier than me. He seems like he has no problem riding either. Yeah. You know, across country. And some of the other guys that ride with you, I know they're kind of long too. So.
Well, Slappy has a custom seat, but now here's the thing about riding. You don't. You know, you said you're new to riding, or you're new to the Goldwing?
No, I'm 54 now. I've been riding since 40. That was on my bucket list. So I've had almost 30 bikes, you know, trying to find the right one.
I got you.
You know, so, yeah.
You know, everybody's different. You know, what works for one person may not work for another person. But what I will say is that, you have to find your comfort level. You have to
Right.
you have to set your bike up to be comfortable for you. What's comfortable for me may not be comfortable for you. Like
Absolutely.
case in point, Slappy. Slappy probably weighs, I don't know, so 300 pounds maybe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's gonna be a heavy guy. He's gonna need something soft to sit on.
Right.
So he went out and bought a custom seat, one that would work for him in his weight class.
I understand.
Now, take for me example, I'm only a buck 85, buck 90. So, I'm using my OEM seat. I'm using just the seat that came on the Goldwing. And it does me fine. I don't have any problems out of it. So it depends on the person. It depends on, like you said, how tall you are, your weight, everybody's different. Some people have poor circulations in their legs and butt. Some people, it doesn't affect at all. Some people like highway pegs. They like to stretch out. Some guys, they don't have highway pegs.
Yeah.
So, they ride straight up and down. So, as it relates to a bike, you have to find your comfort level. And you have to make the bike comfortable for you. So what's comfortable for rider A may not be necessarily comfortable for rider B. Because I know guys that has the Goldwing, they all have custom ultimate seats. Then you have other guys like myself or Jason or certain other guys who do long distance riding, and they have just an OEM standard Honda seat like myself and others. So, you have to set the bike up according to your comfort level. You get some guys that the handlebars are uncomfortable, so they put on the Healy bars so they can adjust them out. So once you start riding, you'll learn on a Goldwing what's comfortable for you. And you'll learn what's uncomfortable for you. But the idea is to set the bike up and make it comfortable for you, especially when you're gonna do a long distance ride. Now I know guys that got Goldwings and they set their bikes up for long distance ride, but they only ride to the corner store. So I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do. So
I understand.
but as it relates to the Goldwing, you have to fix it up to make it comfortable for you and what you're planning on doing with it.
Gotcha. Well, I know that some of the riders. I mean, I can talk your head off, but I got one other question. How do I sent you a text? How do one purchase one of your seat cushions?
I don't have seat cushions anymore.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No. That was a long time ago. I got away from the seat cushions.
I got you.
So, I apologize to anybody that wanted to buy one of the cushions. I didn't know that people was gonna really like them.
Right.
They see some of my older vids, and they want the seat cushion, but I don't have the cushions anymore.
Okay.
That may change down the road in the future, but right now, that's where I'm at right now. Okay.
Well, man, I mean, you got a plethora of information. Just talking to you and on your vids, and like I said, I appreciate everything you do, all the public service announcements and everything. But so, with your mileage going up on your bike, you're going to reach that peak where you say, okay, it's time to buy another Goldwing, or what do you do then?
I'm sorry, what was the last question?
When the wheels fall off of your bike, what do you buy then?
Well, I don't know yet.
I hear you.
I knew where you was going with that question.
I hear you.
Man, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I look at motorcycles like I look at automobiles.
Right.
I don't know what type of vehicle you ride, but I have a truck, I have a car. It depends on what I'm going to be doing. If I want to take the family out, I'll hop in the family vehicle. If I want to do some work, I'll hop into the truck. If
I got you.
Style and profile, I'll get into the sports car. So,
I understand.
Bikes are kind of the same way. Ideally, it would be nice to have a bike for different occasions, depending on what you're going to be doing.
Right.
If you want to race, you take your crotch rocket down to the track. If you wanted to tour, you get on your Goldwing. So it depends on what you're planning on doing. But in my case, as it relates to me, what happens when when my bike get too old or I need to upgrade? I'm hoping. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that Honda would have came out with a new Goldwing
So they listen
Probably
to
a
you.
big body style Goldwing,
Right.
and with all other upgrades and features that I like. And if that would be the case, then I'll be looking to upgrade into a newer Goldwing. Now,
Right. Right.
if they do not do those things that I just said, I don't know. I can't answer that question because I don't know what's out there. I know what's out there, but at that time, if my bike get to a point to where uh, you know it needs to be replaced, I'm gonna have to really sit down and really think about it.
Gotcha.
But at this point, I can't say I would get this or I would get that.
Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, and the reason I ask because I do like the Goldwing, and
right.
I'm the type I want something. If I could have bought one new, the old GL 1800
Right.
style that's new, that would be my preferred bike. But like I said, I'm getting ready to retire, and I do plan on doing some touring,
Right.
and I just wanted something a little bit newer.
Right.
Even though this one is functional, because all the bikes I had, they've been
Right.
2016 and below, and this first, bike is 20 years old. So, so I guess I'm keep riding it out, because the more I ride it, the more I like it, and the more I like it, the more I love it. So especially, that's the beautiful thing about YouTube is you can get on there and you can see people who've had some of the same questions that you have, and get those questions answered and so forth, especially from you, on the Goldwing. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, I my heart kind of goes out to you and myself as well. You got the Goldwing has always been considered a big luxury tour, a retirement bike. So you got some guys that might have been on their job for 30 or 40 years, 20 years or whatever, and they're looking to retire, and they want to buy a retirement bike, a big luxury tour that they can go and tour a lot of these places that they didn't get a chance to go because they was always working, and now they are retired. They want a big luxury tour to go out and do those things. What the problem is, Honda made the bike smaller. They reduced the bike. They pretty much turned the bike from a tourer into a sports bike, so to speak.
Correct. Right.
Now, guys like yourself who's fixing to hit that retirement age, you're looking to get that retirement bike, and you're looking at the smaller Goldwing like, I know it has the word Goldwing written on it, but I'm a big guy, I'm a tall guy, I may be a heavy guy, and that bike's look kind of sporty. It doesn't really fit the touring class. So that's the problem. Honda, to me, I think instead of Honda going after a younger crowd, I think you should be loyal to your customers. Don't worry. You can't get everybody.
That's true. That's true.
Why are you going after a younger crowd when the older generation, guys like yourself, are the mature guys who has the money to buy your expensive bike?
That's true.
The younger guy's not going to be interested in a automatic motorcycle. If anything, he'll take that money and go buy a Mustang or a Camaro.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I think that Honda should have left the bike big, just left a big luxury tour, and if they still wanted to create a second bike that was smaller and sporty, that's fine. But you took the big tourer that a lot of the fan base was
what made it,
and now you put this smaller bike out and call it a Goldwing, and it doesn't even feel like a Goldwing. It doesn't even ride like a Goldwing, but it has the word Goldwing on it. So riders are torn. Do I buy this new Goldwing because I want a new bike? My older Goldwing is kind of outdated, and I want to go across country, but I want to make sure my bike is reliable.
Right.
New bike that you're putting in front of me is not. It don't have the look of the big touring bike that I desire.
Right.
So,
You're right.
What do I do? I mean, what? So I think that's one of the reasons why I'm sticking with this GL 1800, and I'm hoping that Honda wakes up and decide, you know what? Let's go back to it's just like Coca-Cola back in the day. Coca-Cola was trying to compete with Pepsi. So Coca-Cola took a formula that was there for decades and they
Yes, yes.
they reformulated because they was trying to compete with Pepsi instead of satisfying their customer
The
base.
base.
And when they
Right,
changed
right.
that Coca-Cola, people wouldn't buy it. You know, it was a bust. So Coca-Cola
Right.
had to double back, go back and pick up the old formula. Once they did that, they sold even more Cokes than what they were selling at first. So,
It,
you know, you know, Honda can, in my opinion, can learn from this. The smaller Goldwing is fine, but you still need a big luxury tour. If you was gonna make another Goldwing, you should have just made 2 bikes.
that's true. Yeah, yes.
So, you know, you take a guy that's 350 pounds, he's not gonna want to sit on that small bike. Why are you
That's true.
chasing young people that don't have money when your older crowd already showing you we're the ones that got the money, we're the ones that buy your bike?
Amen to that.
A bird in the hand beats 2 in the bush.
Absolutely. All
One
day,
hand
every
washes
day.
the other. So,
Yes.
you know, why are you chasing a ghost? Why am I chasing? You know, it's just like if you have a wife at home, why are you out there chasing something that may not even be obtainable when you have it right there at home?
Amen. Amen.
So that's just my spiel on it, man. I think Honda should have just stuck with the big body. They could have upgraded it, and I think they'd have been fine. And if they wanted to make a Tourer, a smaller sports bike, they could have made that as well and had both of them. That way, your
Right.
customers can choose.
Right.
So,
And you corner the market then.
Yeah.
You really corner the market.
you
Yes,
may not
yes.
you may not be number one. Everybody can't be number one.
Amen.
Somebody got to be number 2. Somebody
Yes,
got to
sir.
be number 3. Everybody's not going to be number 1. But as long as you're selling your product and people are buying it, that's all that matters. Maybe somebody else is selling more than you, but that's okay.
Right.
You don't have to be number 1. So I just think that Honda, could learn from this. Hopefully they go back to the big body style. If they don't, if they stay with that small body, I just don't know what's going to happen with the existing Honda fan base. They may
Yeah.
decide to go over to another bike. They may decide to go to a big Harley or to a big Transcontinental.
I got you. Yeah.
So, time will tell. So we'll have to just wait and see how this thing plays out.
Yeah, you're right. But like I said, I mean, I appreciate everything you guys do, especially you, and putting out the information with the vids. And like I said, it's been awesome for me in my journey, in the 6-month journey that I've had so far. And heck, I don't even watch television no more. I just watch Chris Caliente YouTube videos, and that's my entertainment and so forth. Because you guys talk about everything, and world events and what's going on, around your way and everything. So that's a beautiful thing. It's especially just seeing the brothers out in unity and having good clean fun and so forth. So
man,
my hats off to you guys.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that, and that just lets me know that. A lot of times I may get discouraged and I may feel like, I don't know if I want to continue to do this because, a lot of times I may feel like, what is the future in this?
Yeah.
I'm making all these videos. I don't have any sponsors. Nobody's sending me anything. Nobody's sending me money. Nobody's sending me checks.
Right.
What is the future in this? So a lot of times I may get discouraged and, sometimes I may feel like just, putting the camera down. But,
Yeah, I understand.
After talking to guys like you, other people that watches my videos, people that let me know, man, I appreciate it. Your videos help us. They entertain us. They keep us going.
Yes.
We really appreciate you. That lets me know I'm doing the right thing, and it keeps me moving forward. So I appreciate that, man. Just people calling me or just sending me a simple email saying, man, hey, I appreciate that video. That really helped me.
Amen.
A lot of times I feel, I may feel like, because I'm human, I may feel like, what's the point? Why am I doing this? I mean, I'm taking all my time making these videos, but, the old saying goes, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So what's the point? And I had a guy that called me today. He said, do you have a job? Yes, I work a job like everybody else. I said, this Goldwing is not cheap. It's expensive, so you got to have money. So it takes a lot of time out of my schedule to be able to ride, record the videos, edit the videos, do the things I do, and go to work like everybody else. So
Amen.
a lot of people think I don't do nothing but ride the bike. That is totally not the case. So
I hear you.
yeah, but I appreciate you, man, for just reaching out and letting me know you appreciate what I'm doing, the videos, and I'm glad to know that it help you out and help others out as well. I really appreciate that.
Amen, amen to it. And I'll keep tuning in, and I'll try to catch you guys on the live call, and
Okay.
when you're out there. So how do I do that? I just follow you on Facebook, or I mean, what do we do?
I'll put it out on Facebook if I'm gonna do some live in the Caliente Garage. I don't have a schedule for that. I just kinda do it when I feel it.
I got you.
There's just no. I don't have a schedule. Like I said, I got so many other things going on. It would be nice if I could do it Monday through Friday every day from 5 to 7. That would be normal. But like I said, I work a job like everybody else. I have other things going on. So I just have to squeeze it in when I can. And so hopefully maybe one day, who knows, I may be able to do it on a regular basis and be able to put out a schedule and let you guys know exactly when I'm going to do it. So you guys can tune in. So, just keep watching, keep supporting me, keep supporting the channel, and we'll decide down the road exactly the way to go about handling it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, I could talk to you all night long, but I know it's close to dinner time for everybody and winding down time. But I wish you guys Godspeed, and y'all continue doing what you're doing, especially you.
I appreciate it, man. If I'm in the Atlanta area, I will definitely let you know.
Okay, right. Beautiful thing.
My number, call me anytime.
Yes, sir. Thank you much.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Later.
All right, that was Jeff out of Atlanta. Jeff out of Atlanta that said that he watches the vids and this old groove pavement, man. Got to be really careful. But I appreciate Jeff out of Atlanta calling in saying how much he appreciate the videos. If you guys have a testimony or would like to share a story or would just like to call in and say thank you, I appreciate it, man, because like I told Jeff, it's many times I may start feeling like, what's the point? But when you guys, let me know that the videos help you, that you enjoy it, it keeps me in the game. It keeps me moving forward, and I appreciate you. So we're going to keep the phone line open in case anybody else want to get in. 901-468-9032. If you guys want to give me a call out on the Goldwing with your boy Chris, the phone line is open.